So Dick's came and delivered the wood for Ashley's coop. Ashley's birthday is coming up. Now we're gonna go for a walk. I've been trying to wear down this trail that I just uploaded the first trail video, part 1 video. There will be another one coming up. I don't know when, but anyways, I just uploaded it today, so I'm trying to take the dog and Ashley, not that I'm walking Ashley, but we're walking the trail, trying to keep it worn down, try to get it established so it looks good. I added another part here, so you know, it's a bit of a sneak peek, I guess you could say, without me really showing you. I made another part of the trail here, just because I had the weed whacker out clearing a space for the chicken coop right there. I'm actually a couple vlogs behind. There will be another vlog that I've been calling the next vlog. That's coming out next, and then this one. So just to give you an idea of timeline, today I'm actually going to go help Alex do some more work. I'm probably going to be working with hands today, but in the morning we like to take Hank for a walk. He's out there in the tall grass, probably going to take his morning drop. But yeah, we like to take him for a walk in the morning. It's kind of early, so it's still cold out. That's why I'm wearing the hoodie, but today should be a good day, I think. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done, so hopefully I'm able to do it all in a good manner of time. Are you relieved, buddy? Alright, now we're at the end, and then we'll take Hank for a real walk. I just try to always trample it down in here. It's kind of a new thing, obviously. Like, I just filmed, or I just made that and filmed it like 8 days ago to me, my time. And I walked on it, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, at least once a day, trying to get it trampled down more. I mean, it is pretty trampled down, but I just want it to stay there, and then over the winter, of course, the snow will stay there, and then if we walk on it in the winter, there'll be an ice path. It'll help make it into a trail where nothing really grows there due to traffic. And then in the winter, probably deer are going to go in there. They make their own trails, and we call them tick trails, so we'll have to be careful about that. We'll have to figure out a way to keep the ticks out of Hank's feet, because he's going to be walking in there as well. And I don't know, we'll figure it out. Maybe if you guys have any suggestions for ticks and stuff. We don't actually have a lot of ticks here, which is lucky. They're somewhat rare in my area to be a thing, but they are still around. So if there's a way that you know of like deterring ticks or anything like that, I'd love to hear that. Put that in the comments. Now on our way back, coming through the trail again. Here it's pretty worn down because I used to do this every time I'd cut the grass, or Ashley would cut the grass. We would mow in here a bit until right here. What the heck is he doing?
He's rolling in something stinky, probably.
Oh, of course he is. Why are you drooling? Alright, lead the way, buddy. The only thing that sucks about this is the mosquitoes. So we're gonna be putting up bat boxes and stuff in here. Ashley hates bats, but she'll get used to them.
I hate them. I just think they're creepy.
Right. No, she's just more so afraid of them rather than hating them. Look, we got raspberries in here too, which is cool. These ones are not doing as well as the ones up there. Which I should say, when I said that we're going to cut them all down, we're not getting rid of them. The raspberries, they'll grow back, and then we'll be able to plant them more orderly. But check out this mushroom. Yeah, we're going to be pruning them, Ashley says. Pruning them, but we're going to chop them all down. They'll grow back next year. They will just be stunted, I guess. I don't know. They won't produce anything next year, likely. But the next year, they will produce just as well. Ashley's mom has done that to her raspberries. If we're able to maybe prune out all the bad stuff easy enough, which we tried, and it just took forever just to get some stuff, we'll do that. But that's not likely. Some people have given some other advice and stuff, but you haven't seen it. It is quite big and quite full and very thick. So yeah, it maybe doesn't look so bad on camera, but it's pretty bad. We got lots of mushrooms because of all the rain, although it'd be pretty damp in here anyways. The pond's right there. Okay, there's the end, and then that's the new part that I made. I was gonna keep this hidden, but then I just got carried away when I was mowing and weed whacking the well, mostly just weed whacking, actually only weed whacking the chicken coop area over there. So I wanted to make this little trail here. All right, off to run some errands quickly, and then I'm off to Alex's, and then we'll see what else. I have to stop at the post office because it's mail day, Monday, and then I have to go do the business bills. Doesn't that suck when you own a business? You have to pay all like these fees and stuff, and depending on where you live, you have to pay like operator fees or whatever they're called. I don't know, it's so dumb. Like, why? I don't get it. Why do I have to pay you so I can make a living? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm off to do that kind of stuff. Second stop of the day in my errand list is stopping at my favorite clothing / shoe store, Legit Kicks. Make sure you check them out. I'll have all their info in the description. So he sold that one, and that one. Well, that one has a hat replacing it. And I only brought 2, so I actually owe him 1 more. But these are gonna go up there to replace those ones that sold.
That's the line.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
All right, we got it all figured. So I only brought 2, but there's also some art that was around the corner, which he's hanging up right now, Al. And there was also some in the back, so we just switched out some frames. The only thing is that these new frames that I've gotten, this one I accidentally ruined here, is the wire goes a little bit higher up on the backing than those ones, so they hung at different heights. That was pretty noticeable, so we switched some out and then we got it figured so that the front art display, I guess you could call it, I don't know if you'd call it the front art display, but the one up there, it looks pretty good. We're also going to be doing some stuff with paintings. I'm going to do one more painting for in here, and they'll be at the same height. He had the TV hung up there, if you remember, we did that, but it was too distracting, he says, so we had to take it down. So we're gonna just move some of the art around a little bit. Oh yeah, there was that one. I didn't even see that one. This was where one of them was hung back in the day. That one used to be there. But anyways, we got it all figured out. If you're local to the Parkland County, Edmonton area, check out Legit Kicks in Spruce Grove on Hawthorne Drive? Ave? What is it? Hawthorne? In Hawthorne. Come check it out. They sold out of my hats, the ones that I brought here. You remember if you saw my Instagram post a little while ago on Ushitat? Yeah, check it out. So now I'm off to, well, I have to get gas and then I'm going to go see Alex. I guess I can't forget to pay the old stupid bills and my GST. Although I must say, this bank, I mean, it's local only, or it's only in Alberta, but it is the best. It's the reason why I have my house and my business. All right, I've made it to Alex's and it looks awesome. I remember last time I was here, the sign painter was here just kind of giving his ideas and they were planning it and stuff. It is sick. Now, if you follow Alex's vlog, then you've seen it, but have a look. I saw this actually on Instagram. Alex just posted it last night on Instagram. So I did see it already, but this is just seeing it in person. It looks great. It looks awesome. All right, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing today. Chikota was supposed to come with me today, but he gets vertigo all the time, and it's like debilitating. So he has vertigo today, so he couldn't come today. Oh, they got rid of the tree that was here. Okay. Oh, and they got rid of that tree over there. All right, just had a look around. I'm just grabbing a screwdriver to put the doorknob thingy in. Hands isn't here, and I was going to be working with Hands today, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. So I guess it's not so bad that I'm late. It's like past lunch already. Had to do a lot of running around, and it being past lunch is making the day be late. Does that make sense? The day be late. I'm the one who's late. Got some work. He did some drywall and stuff already, which is unfortunate because I could have done a different, let's say a different sort of job on it. I would have done things a little differently. And it's funny because after this, I'm going to another drywall job that I had started yesterday, I believe. So I would have had all the tools and everything if I waited just a couple more days, but that's okay. Now we're gonna put in the doorknob here.
Oh, you got your
I got this.
Leatherman?
Oh, it's not a Leatherman. It's a DeWalt.
Oh, it's like
Not a sponsor.
better than Leatherman.
No, it's not. It was just much cheaper. Leatherman's like $200. This was $25.
That looks like a really tough way to put a screw in, because the tool keeps getting in the way.
Yeah. There we go. Going a little more fluidly. Okay, let's try this one now.
Yeah.
Was this the Cadillac that you were going to give me?
That was a Hot Wheels. I'm really generous when it comes to giving you little Cadillacs. Hey, sweetie. Oh, good. Just installing. Well, I'm doing like what a kid does, you know, when they hold the flashlight while the dad works on the car. I'm holding the doorknob steady so Josh can screw it on the door.
All right, got it in. Just got to put in the deadbolt, but we don't have the right deadbolt for this, so we'll have to get a different one.
Oh, I'll go grab one.
Okay, I'm cutting, or I'm scoring a line here. In theory, I should be able to just break this open from one end and then cut it off on the other end. All right, I'm gonna go on the other side and I'm gonna try to break it open. Should be fun.
You have to yell, "Oh yeah!"
Oh yeah!
There you go. Where's my Kool-Aid?
Exactly.
Oh, that looked like a bit of a tumble.
Yeah, but sometimes it just takes a little finesse to open up doorways.
That was more than a little finesse.
I like it.
I'm impressed. See, I'm glad you cut the lines so it didn't actually.
Oh, you gotta take the proper precautions if you're gonna do things right.
You want to watch yourself run through a wall?
That's probably hilarious. Okay, so just up here, just to show, because I didn't show it, I also scored it on this side. And I knew where to score it because I poked through from the addition side, so I'd know where to score it, and then I just kind of just made a line somewhere in there, and it worked out good. So that's our new doorway, and that's connecting the store to the back room addition. Okay, so now that I smashed that out, first task of the day was basically making this hole. We need to put a new door in it, and it would be nice to get an old door. It has old hardware. I don't know how easy it would be to get one that matches up, but if we can't get a new door, then or an old door, we're just gonna get a new door and then just make it work. Alter it however it needs to be. Now, as I was saying earlier, the drywall job in here is this, and which is unfortunate, but it does serve its job. Fire marshal or whoever might be concerned about some of the other aesthetic ideas that Alex was going to go for with like the wood clad siding, but he could still do that over top of the drywall now that it has a fire barrier. Although that building across the street, I know you can't see, there we go, that is metal siding, so that one wouldn't be so bad, but the building over there is vinyl siding, so oftentimes you have to take your neighbors into account when you're doing the building of your interiors and exteriors. Oftentimes you'll see houses that have like a pink side on them, or green or blue, whatever side. That's a fire guard on the OSB that they put on there, and that helps it so that the fire, if there is a fire, is contained within yourself, or also protects the neighbors if your house is on fire. In this case, this is an old building. We didn't have that back then. So you drywall on the inside, and then you can put whatever cladding you want, depending. And this is a business, so it's different than houses, so I'm not sure exactly what all the rules are. But anyways, I wish that I would have been able to do all the drywall in here, but that's okay. There's going to be some work being done on the roof shortly, all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to be doing siding and all that kind of stuff. I was going to be doing siding with Hans today, but he's not here, so I'm not sure if we're going to actually do much today, which is fine, because I have other things I could be doing instead. No big deal. Okay, so you may recall in the last vlog, which I haven't even edited yet in real time, that Alex gave me a call, and he said that he's going to use my idea for the ceiling here, right? So what we got to do, this is a small enough ceiling according to the roofers and whoever else Alex had talked to, that we don't need any ventilation in the ceiling for heat and ice damming, all that kind of issue. It'll be all fine. So putting in the cotton candy, and then apparently Alex thinks my ideas are good. We are going to be putting burlap sacks for the aesthetic covering. So all the trusses and stuff will be exposed, and then beyond that will be burlap sacks, which I think is so cool. It's not my idea. Other people have done it. I just thought it would be a good idea for in here. So it's just my idea to do it here. I didn't actually come up with the idea. It's a brilliant idea, and it's so cool that whoever thought of it did think of it. I think it's awesome. I plan to do it somewhere in one of my buildings, houses. I only have one house. Shop, whatever. I'm not sure where, but I plan to use it somewhere. I think that'll be fun. Anyways, I should get to work here. So we've decided to stop for the day because this is just taking forever to do by myself, and it's just going to cost too much money and labor. So we're going to come back tomorrow with Dakota, but this is what we have so far, just this little bit here, and I think it looks pretty cool. And then there's a whole bunch of different ones. This blank one, got something special planned for that, and then these over here. It's pretty cool. Tomorrow, probably going to be doing the little bit of a skim on these. We'll call it a fix. Yeah, I'm going to my other job now, my other one that I have, and then I'll just pick up my tools, bring them back here tomorrow, and should be good to go. And hopefully Dakota's feeling better so that it actually works out good. Alright, this is the job I'm working on. You can see that the drywall in here, if you've been following me, then you kind of got a little information on the drywall. This didn't dry. I did this yesterday, and it should be dry by now, but it hasn't dried yet, and it's probably because it's raining and stuff, so garages are always like susceptible more to the moisture in the air, and it's held all the moisture. That's unfortunate. But he also has a little space downstairs that is dry, so I'm going to do that quickly, and then I have some work to do at home. So it's actually kind of a blessing that I don't have to spend too much time here because I have a lot to get done before Wednesday, and it's Monday, so we got to see. I'm working on the bathroom. If you followed me for a while, if you're not one of the new folks jumping on board, then you know the bathroom is a project that I go on and start working on when I have time and money. this one, you may have noticed that it's primed. And the reason why the primer is because then it helps mitigate and prevent the fish eyes that happen when you put mud on a painted wall. So I'm done this place, off to home now. All right, so in my bathroom, basically what I gotta do is I gotta run a bead of silicone or whatever caulking down the sides of my whatchamacallit, same within the shower and stuff. But I'm not worried about that so much. I mean, I will do it here because the plumber, Rory, he's coming to alter the vanity, which is a desk, to be able to put all the plumbing and stuff in there. I need to repaint this place. So right here, you can see where I put some mud, some here, and some around here, and then some on the ceiling. The ceiling actually was pretty bad, and I don't remember it being bad until after we started doing some work up there. So I'm pretty sure we must have stepped on the drywall a little bit here and there. So I'm gonna be fixing that. The only thing is, and I'm an idiot because I was just I had a bunch of mud, is I don't think I have enough mud, I don't have any mud here. I think I need more mud to finish this. I forgot that I didn't finish mudding it. So I will likely have to go back to town to get that, so that I can finish this, because I need to finish this by Wednesday morning. So yeah, at least this area. So we'll see where we get. I might be able to sand that out and it'd be fine. The reason why it's there is because I accidentally didn't put enough mud on the bead, and then you could see the bead there and it just looked bad. So that's why I had to redo that. We'll see how far I can get. So just putting on the light here, I got my 300 watt light bulb. You can see all the fish eyes in there. That's what I'm trying to avoid at my one client's basement. Little patch job there is that. So turns out I need some more mud. So I'm gonna go back to town. Unfortunate that it's so far away. I gotta do that before it closes. It's getting late. So if I get a little bit of mud, I can mix them up and then put it up there. The only thing that sucks now is that I don't have any more tools, so I'll also have to get some more tools. Very annoying, but that's okay. All the tools are being used up right now, which just goes to show me that I could use another couple tools. Oh yeah, check out this painting. I don't know who it's by, I forget, but I love it. It's two bare butts. Get it? It's bathroom. It's pretty dusty. I should probably take that out of here. Okay, back home. So these knives, they always come with a nice big fancy sticker on the front, and they're a pain to get off, and they do come off when you're working with, because the mud is wet and stuff, and then the residue from the sticker gets stuck in the mud when you don't want it to. So with some hot water, well, this is just getting hot, but with some hot water it should come off pretty easily. While that's happening, I am going to get some of this mud prepped, which basically I'm just going to mix it in here. I normally would mix it in a big bucket, but I don't need that much. And I'm going to add some dish soap to it to help with the fish eyes on the wall. Alright, you see how it's coming off on its own there? That's the goal. So, patience and hot water is the key. You don't want to pull it off, otherwise then you just get a bunch of residue. But this is the best way that I know how to get rid of these stupid stickers. I wish they would just put a little tiny sticker here. Less wasteful and way easier to get off. Ridiculous. So I realized that I have to have the knife in order to mix this. So I'm going to mix it with water and some dish soap, which normally you want to use sunlight. I don't have sunlight, so I'm going to try dawn. Most tapers who do this trick, they use sunlight. Checking in, it's off. Nice. And then the back is still sticky, so I don't know if it's just temperature that does it or if it's the water that does it or a combination, but yeah, this is still sticky. So yeah, best way to get the sticker off of a stainless steel knife that I've found. Hey, there's you guys and me. So basically the theory is that the soap in the mud is slippery and bubbly. Now, I don't know what the slippery means, but apparently the bubbles in the soap capture all of the moisture trying to go into the wall. And since it can't go into the wall because it's sealed with paint, it just somehow, I don't know. I don't really understand it, but apparently that's what it does. I can see here that that's not doing anything to mitigate fish eyes, and it could be because of the wrong soap or something else. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna watch it, and I may just have to skim it when it's getting tacky. We'll see. All right, now I'll wait for all of the little bits that I recoated to dry. And I'll probably put a fan on them. And by probably, I mean I definitely will. And then I'll get on to measuring other stuff, like the baseboards and stuff. We got to paint them. Basically, the main part we're focusing on is right here where the sink is going to go. Because once the vanity's in, it'll be hard to do the baseboards in there. And you can see we have a floating vanity. I mean, it's a desk, it's got legs, so that's what it's going to be. If you've been following along in the vlogs for a while, you know the story behind the railway desk here. All in all, should be good. We got a ways to go in only a day and a bit, but it's totally doable. We should have been more vigilant in this, but we were doing other things, and that's you know, that's the way things go when you're kind of doing things on your own and not hiring anyone else. You kind of do things as you can, when you can, because you're only two people, like me and the queen there. We're just two people, so we're just trying to figure it out. We do have help, certain people, and we have hired a couple people to help us, but that's only when we need to. If you followed the vlogs, you already know this. If you're new, welcome, and I invite you to watch the rest. They're all numbered. Actually numbered them all so that they're easy to watch chronologically, and it should be pretty easy to kind of catch up. Okay, so we are doing something that is not typical exactly. The way I learned how to do Reno style baseboard and trim and stuff work is you paint it before you put it on the wall, and that way you only have to do touch-up paints where you put your like where you nail it in. And that's what we're doing. So we got it up here. Ashley set those up there, and I'm just mixing the paint here. And she's going to roll these while I start figuring stuff out. She's going to paint them 2 times on the top edge and on the bottom. We got pre-primed, which is pretty typical for baseboards. It's kind of rare that they don't prime them, but it is rare that if they're... Wait, what? What am I trying to say? But it is typical that it's rare that they're not primed unless they're a higher quality wood. That's what I was trying to say that whole time. This is just pine stuff, and I like really big baseboard, and Ashley likes contoured baseboard. I like the flat, big baseboard. So we compromised and got what I wanted. No, I'm just kidding. We decided for the bathroom to keep things simple, and we may do this throughout the whole house, and just do simple flat baseboard. And I like wide stuff. I would like even like 10-inch and stuff, but it wouldn't work in our bathroom because we have that little tiny wall there that's only like 7.5 inches. So I was like, we should get 6-inch. They didn't have 6-inch. They had 6.5. So that's what we got for here. For the rest of the house, we're going to decide if we want to contour it or what. We'll see how we like the bathroom. But this is what we're starting with. All right, Ashley finished the first coat. Got to wait 6 hours, recommended on the can. I called Johnny B, asked him. He's like, minimum of 2 hours, but it's actually quite late at night. I would be doing the dishes, but Ashley's doing the dishes right now. So I'm not going to be doing it live. Normally I save the dishes to do it live and hang out with you guys, but tonight I guess not. It's kind of late anyways. Now in this front here in the bathroom, I'm kind of looking at these and wondering if I didn't do it properly. I think it's actually gonna work. There's not much bubbles in there. There's a couple, but not as much as there normally is. So the dish soap trick does work. I probably just didn't do it properly. As a taper, that's one of the things you learn, but I've never done it before. It's just something that I learned about. So in theory it works, and in practice it seems to work too. I just probably did it a little wrong, but it's coming out pretty good. So after a little bit more work here, I got the fan going and stuff. I think we should be good, and in the morning I'll try to get some more before I head off to work. I think we're on our way to progress and success. While I'm waiting for the stuff to dry and stuff, may as well watch some good television. So in between waiting for the stuff to dry and stuff, Ashley and I are watching this episode. We're a little behind, so we have no idea what's been happening at the general store. So if we catch up here, we might be able to realize the progress here. Good morning. So my phone didn't update last night, and it's a little weird, but I figured it out. Baseboards. Good. And in the bathroom, we completed that as well. Got all the different spots. We've decided that we're probably going to paint this wall white. So when Ashley gets off of work, she's going to prime this. When I get off of work, we should be able to paint it and do the baseboards. Baseboards only need to be done in this area. I mean, they only need to be done. We're going to see how far we get. I didn't buy any of the casings for the doors yet because we're not sure what we're doing for that, because we have pocket doors here. This is going to be a bifold, and then this is going to be a pocket door going into the closet as well. Maybe we should make the doors first. So baseboards where it's imperative, such as right here, and I was going to say behind the toilet, but we can get around that. Should be fine. We're probably just going to do around here, paint the whole thing again, and then paint this wall white, and we're going to move that then. You can see that I forgot to move that before. So, extra dusty, but still Supremo. I wish I knew the artist. I would link their stuff in the description. I'll see if I can find them. If I can find them, I'll put their stuff in the description, because very good artist. I really like that piece. This is just a print, but still good. All right, now I got to go to work. I'm gonna be a little late, so I should head off right now. Alright, so I just heard from Dakota that he can't make it today again. He's still sick, which is unfortunate because I could have used his help today. We could have done a kind of a tag teaming sort of effort to get two things done at once, but if you're sick, you're sick. And with vertigo, if you had vertigo or have vertigo as like a reoccurring, I guess you could call it illness, then you know exactly why it sucks. It sucks a lot. I get vertigo sometimes. Maybe it's hereditary, I don't know, because we both seem to have a few of the same ailments, shall we say. And vertigo is one of them. He just gets it way worse than I do, and more often. I get it every once in a while. Anyways, it's not a competition. The thing is that he has the vertigo today, just like he had it yesterday. In fact, he says he has it worse. So, yeah, there's no way he'll be up in the rafters with vertigo. It's not safe. So, we're gonna make do without him. Hopefully, Alex isn't too busy today, and maybe the both of us can do what I was gonna do with Dakota. I don't know. I don't know if Alex will want to go up in the rafters. He's a lot bigger overall than Dakota or I, so it's much easier and older, so it's a lot easier for Dakota and I to get up in the rafters and monkey around. We'll figure it out though. It's not a big deal. We should still be able to get a decent amount done today, I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. I'm on my way to my other client's house now, so we'll see if we can get his done quick, and then I can head over to Alex's place and then get that done quickly too. Alright, this is a long explanation for something that I would have showed anyways in the video. So since it's getting colder lately, it's getting closer to fall, it's even getting darker sooner and stuff, garages, they take much longer. Still wet, still too wet to put another coat on there. So I'm going to see if the basement is good. It should be. So once again, basement, it's climate controlled in the house. It's done. Good. It's good to do a second coat. So I got pan here. I'm gonna quickly mud this and then head over to Alex's. Alright, made it to Alex's. He just left to go do some permitting stuff. Seems someone's not happy with this becoming a store. That's kind of annoying. But I'm going to start working on here. So this is not completely dry, but this is a stage where it doesn't actually matter so much like it does at the garage that I'm working on. This is not done properly. So that is a saving grace for being able to do a coat over top of this. Since this is done so poorly, no offense to Alex, he knows, or it was hilarious, even Hans is here, he was like, what the heck is this? So this will be done a lot better, even though it's wet, if I just put another coat over it. I'm just scraping off all these heavy ridges, and then I can get started. I don't have to sand these ridges because I'm going to do another coat over top of the coat that I do. I'm going to treat the coat that I do today as a first coat, even though this technically is a first coat. It's just not done anywhere near good enough. So we have to, that for a nice finish. This is like what you would do for fire tape, but although it doesn't even look good for fire tape. It's kind of hard to explain. If you don't know, then it's kind of hard to explain. But if you do know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to get it fixed. I would have done the whole thing a little differently, but that's okay. We can still work with what we've got. I walk into client work like this all the time, and I'm just like, oh man, this is going to cost a lot of money. Luckily, Alex is my friend, so down to do it. Down to do it. So first knock off all these ridges, and then coat. Alright, now Alex left. I did all of these best I could, and they look already a lot better. Then I started going tandem on the top here, which is what me and Chakota were going to do if Chakota came. But then he was like, oh, you're done? Alright, cool. I got to go get permits now, or do the permit thing now. So now I'm going to be doing it solo, which is what takes forever. But yeah, that whole time I was doing this, I got a decent away, but it just takes so long. We've already been here a while, and yeah. But if one of us was just monkeying around up there, other one handing stuff, click, 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 could staple it all up really fast. But I shall see how I do. Alright, we're done. Everything except for here, but that's because the leak in the roof is probably going to leak again because it's going to rain again, because this is Edmonton and it's been raining almost every day. So we're going to leave that until the roof is repaired, so that, you know, it doesn't get in the insulation and cause mold. I mean, insulation is resistant to mold, but mold is resilient, so it can get in there. So leaving that out for now. There's a bunch of different labels and stuff. A lot of them are the same. Like this is a pretty common one here. There's a bunch of those ones, but you know, we got this one, which is pretty cool. And then another one, my favorite one is this one of Africa. That's cool. And then another one I like is a squirrel. But my very favorite one is going to be this one. So stay tuned for what that is going to be. But for now, we're gonna all head off to lunch, including Jeremy, who is the electrician who has been working for Alex here, and Hans, who is just outside the window. Of course, Alex. Then I gotta get off to that other client job. But yeah, we got a pretty good day in. Got all the mudding done for this step. Tomorrow we'll do the second step. Hopefully it'll be dry, and then should be ready for sanding after that. As long as everything's going good, which I think it will. I hope it will. All right, that was a good lunch. That was a good whatever. Now I'm at my other client's house doing the garage. I hate doing cross joints like this. It's okay. I'm gonna get her done. Man, I'm in such a hurry that I forgot to even check in and film any of that process. So I finished basically doing the garage, and then I went to the basement, gave it another third coat. In the basement, I'm trying to feather it out nicely and avoid any of the problems that come with taping and mudding over a painted wall. So basically, it's a little different than doing a new wall like what I'm doing at Alex's place. I have to be very diligent in making sure that the fish eyes aren't there, and I have to like keep skimming it until I don't see any fish eyes. So tomorrow should be the final skim coat. Tomorrow I have a couple people coming out to help me on my house, so I'm going to be busy for the first part of the day, and I'll be busy for the second part of the day doing this kind of stuff. So should all go well if all goes to plan, which sometimes happens. Alright, I'm home. I'm going to take the trail. I just want to trample it down. Try to walk on it at least once a day. Keep it, you know, going good until stuff will stop growing. Eventually stuff will stop growing on it, and we'll have like a nice path that's mostly dirt rather than, or maybe not dirt necessarily, but just something other than foliage growing up. I mean, it's pretty good now. It's just I want to keep it good. It's the first season that needs the most attention, and then after that it kind of just stays like that after winter. So I'm going to take the hound down the trail. I'm in the new section right now, and every year this will probably change because these are just weeds that grow up. I mean, they're kind of pretty weeds because they're yellow, but they're weeds nonetheless. We'll see how things go. Come on, buddy. You can come. It's funny watching Hank go through here because, I mean, he can walk through the grass just as well as I can, but he decides to take the trail, which I think is hilarious. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get back in the bathroom and start doing some work. So just walking along, I see something dropped a deuce, probably yesterday, I'm not sure what. But you know, there's a trick. If you just taste it, just kidding. Well, maybe you could taste it and figure out what it was, but I'm not willing to do that. I don't know what that was. It doesn't look like deer or moose or anything like that, because they have like the little round cereal looking stuff, and that's like more solid, like maybe a fox or a coyote or something. We have foxes and coyotes, but usually foxes and coyotes compete for territory, and I know for sure we have foxes, so it's likely fox, but I don't actually know what fox looks like. So yeah, I don't know what that was, but anyways, I'm in the first part of the trail where me and Tyler had finished, so I guess it's the end of the trail. And the trail actually isn't that long. It's I mean, I don't have infinite land here. My forest is not that big, but it's still interesting. We got some ideas for here, and perhaps I will just give you a sneak understanding of what I'm going to do. Hank's running up ahead. He's like getting pretty used to this trail now. I think he likes it. What the heck bug is that? Oh, you can't see it. What the heck? Oh, it's like a grasshopper, or it's like an aphid. Grasshopper, a big aphid or something. I don't know. Anyways, up here, I really don't know how long this vlog is going to be. I usually have an understanding of how long a vlog is going to be based on the amount of days and stuff, and obviously I don't film the whole day. There's a lot that I don't put in because it's boring or redundant or whatever, but anyways, hopefully this vlog isn't too long to watch through. But here's where I'm starting to talk about. I've been reading the comments on the last one, video that I uploaded about the trail build, and people are saying I should do benches. And one person in particular, I forget your name, you said that I should put a bench for the Sasquatch, and I think that's pretty cool. So in this area right here, I know it on camera probably doesn't look like much of a clearing, but it's a bit of a clearing right here. I'm thinking about putting a bench right here, because right ahead of me is the pond, and there's a couple dead trees that I can knock down, which will give me a better view of the pond. Now it looks like it's full of algae, but that's not algae. That's I forget what the plant is called. Brian, remember Brian from the dump? He came here to assess the land to see if he was going to use the skid steer here, which it's a go. So tomorrow we have the lines locator people coming out. So anyways, doesn't matter. He told me that that's a plant that grows from the ground, so that's just the top of the plant. It's similar to a lily pad, but it's not a lily pad. The only thing is that it takes over entire ponds. I thought it was algae because of runoff or something, I don't know, but it's not. But anyways, lots of ducks like swimming in here, so I thought this would be a cool area for the you know, a bench. Maybe not the Sasquatch bench, but something. And I plan to put things in the trees here, probably make like a woodpecker out of something, probably make a, you know, a couple bigger sculptures, maybe a deer, maybe a moose. A moose, that would be huge. You know, just stuff that I can put in the woods that you kind of would miss if you're not looking for it, but if you're looking for it, hopefully you'd find it. Like over there, I can see the whale right above my finger, which that was one of the first things I did. If you watch back in the vlogs, you'll see when I put that there. I was on the established trail that's always been here. I think it was basically a path down to this little bit of a pond here, and I don't actually own all of the pond. In fact, well, I don't really want to film his house, but you can see his house if you look behind me there. That's his pond. Now he's moving, so the new owners, I'm going to see what they think about putting a fountain in the pond, because I would like less mosquitoes, of course, and less of whatever this plant is. So you can see there's plenty of ducks out there and stuff, which I think is really nice. There's no geese in here. They like a little more land to come up on, and so they can put their eggs, nests, their egg nests. Of course, their egg nests. They would like to put their nests on the shore a little bit. Same with ducks, but they just like a little more space. This is what the whatever the plant tops are. It's just like this little weird weed. Anyways, I'm going to finish this trail and head off to the bathroom, get some work done, hopefully. Come here, buddy. I didn't realize it was so late already. It's actually already 7:30, so actually it's 7:19, but for some reason I didn't know that. And I'm going to eat first and then do the bathroom. Not that this matters to you, but just for continuity purposes, that's probably not the right term. I'm adding this in. Alright, so everything is primed and stuff, right? And down here, I decided to cut the baseboard pieces. They're not attached or anything yet because I'm gonna paint this and the other wall, of course, and then attach it. I don't have to worry about anything else. I just mostly have to focus on getting what is imperative done because the plumber is coming tomorrow, and I would like to be able to put this in place and have it all, you know, perfect. Now, the beauty about this is that this desk fits in here just so. It's like this space was made for this desk or vice versa, because there is not even, there it is tight. With the baseboard and stuff, it will just fit under this lip with a little bit of space, so it won't be hugging or anything, and then the legs are also tapered a little bit, so it should still look pretty sharp. Now, I don't know what I'm doing for trim yet, so I'm not going to be able to do all the rest of these tonight, because the trim is going there, trim is going there, and then trim is going here, like for the door trim, I'm saying. Obviously the baseboards are that. I think that's a pretty nice height. Looks pretty classy, I think. Of course, that's a matter of opinion. You guys might think it looks like crap, but I don't care what you think because this is my house. So I am pretty stoked about this. We're just waiting for the primer to dry to give it that 2 to 4 hours. We're gonna give it 2 hours. We just gave it. I noticed a couple more touch-ups, so I just gave it another coat. So we're gonna just let that do its thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start painting this tonight because I need to have it done by tomorrow, as I've already said. So I'm just putting a second quick little touch-up coat on the wall here. Now, I don't really actually need to have it all completely done. I just needed it to be able to have the desk put in. But it's getting kind of late because you gotta wait a certain amount of time before you can put on second coats and third coats and blah 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 and touch-ups and whatever. And ironically, I'm not actually a painter, even though I do paint pictures for a living, although I've kind of neglected that lately. Anyways, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning. A.M. implies morning. So after I'm done this, I'm gonna hit the sack because I'm gonna be tired tomorrow if I don't get at least a little bit of sleep. I was actually editing my vlog that I'm trying to put out. I'm falling behind because I don't have much time for editing. So this, while I was waiting in between coats and stuff, I had on home improvement. Yeah, home improvement. I forgot what it was called for a second, and was editing my videos. But got the paint put away. It's time to hit the sack. People ask me what my inspiration is often, and my inspiration comes from anything. So in this case, yeah, the inspiration comes from this, which was Landon's wife's idea to make a nest, which is cool. He just went in to go get the quote that kind of inspired this. So like his inspiration came from his wife's, whose inspiration came from a quote or a poem or something, and then my inspiration came from this, you know. So it's like a 3-tiered inspiration train. It's kind of cool. We'll see what he has to say when he gets back, though. It's pretty interesting how art can travel amongst people and then start clicking when like in this case 3 people come together kind of nonchalantly. This was not intentional or anything, so it's I don't know. It just makes my mind start going, like turning gears and stuff, wondering what I've missed in the past by not having conversations that I could have had.